Good morning, Cedars Church family, coming at you again with another word of encouragement to start your day. Have you ever felt empty? You feel dry? You feel like you're not getting filled up? You feel like you've got nothing left to give, that everything's been kind of pulled out of you, that you've bled out, that there's nothing more. It's not an uncommon feeling for us to have, that there's just nothing left to give. We feel like that we need to be filled up. There is a story in Second Kings chapter 4 with the prophet Elisha. And Elisha comes across a woman. She's got two sons, and they're broke. She's a widow, and the creditors are coming, and they want to basically send her kids off into slavery because she's got nothing left, and there's no one there to take care of her. Elisha says, "What do you have?" She says, "All I've got is a little jar of oil." So he says, "Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your neighbors, go to your friends, go across the street, go wherever you can go, contact everybody that you know. And I want you to get vases and pots and pans and Tupperware and all the different things that you can find that you can hold this oil in, whatever you can use to fill something up." So she does it. She trusts him. And so she goes and she and her boys go and they get the vases and the pots and the pans and the jars and the Tupperware and all the different things. And sure enough, they get to the house and they start to fill up all of she fills up the vase with this little jar of oil. It just keeps pouring and pouring and pouring. And then she takes that and she sets that to the side. And then she grabs the next pot and she fills that thing up to the top and it fills up. And then she moves that again. It just keeps coming. The oil keeps coming. It keeps coming until she's got all of these pots and pans and jars and vases and everything is full. Until she fills up the last one and she says, "Okay, give me another one." And they said, "We've got nothing left." And then at that point, the jar of oil runs dry. There's nothing left in there. The point is, the Bible always equates oil with the Holy Spirit. And that's God's Spirit that fills us. It fills our hearts. It fills our lives. It's what rejuvenates us and what refreshes us. We are referred to by Paul as jars of clay. We are these earthen vessels. We are jars of clay. And what do we hold? We hold the Spirit. We hold His oil. And so we are called to be filled. And as long as we are able to provide ourselves to be filled, He will fill us. As long as we are available to Him to be filled, He will fill us. It's when we pull away, it's when we draw back, it's when we take a step away from the Lord, it's when we allow our lives to be consumed by other things that we find ourselves no longer being filled. And we find out that we're not filled by binging Netflix. We're not filled by the things that we think are going to please us. Even some of the things that we think would please us, certain relationships and certain things that we want to go do or travel or just simply being free and during the pandemic quarantine, right? We think that would fill us, and yet what really does tend to fill us is when we draw near to Him, when we allow Him to fill us entirely. James 4:8 says, "Draw near to Him, and He will draw near to you." I encourage you today to draw near to Him, to be constantly providing yourself as a vessel for Him to fill you with His oil, with His Spirit. Draw near to Him, and He will draw near to you. We can always count on Him being willing to pour into us if we are only willing to let Him do it. Well, God bless you guys. Have yourselves a great day. And remember, you are loved.